I have so many chains on my Tao Gemini e-bike that they're going to say I'm part of the chain gang. So many chains, Tommy. Part of chain gang. Night Evolution. And many other ones. Big Lufu. They don't get much respect, but guess what? There you go, Big Lufu. Big Lufa. Big Lofo. Kryptonite. Still didn't get my Kryptonite locked, though. Kryptonite Keeper. I wonder if that will be a keeper. Let's see here. Bike chain locks. Yeah, I got a couple. I got more than a couple. I got a few, more than a few. Look at this one. Wow. You know what chain gang is? I don't know. It's when people are in jail or whatever, they got a chain on them or whatever in there. Well, no, really. They're just all jail people. They like to go to jail all the time, or they end up in jail all the time, sort of thing, and that's how they get along, you know. Or it's when you're in jail, you're in chain gang. Whenever you're in jail, you got to basically be a part of chain gang, or you're just gonna get. Well, you don't have to even talk about it. Your day basically is just what it is. You chain ganging it all the way down the line. Things of that nature. A lot of people end up in jail at some time in their life. And it's not going to last forever when you're in there. Just know that it might be a long time, but it ain't going to last forever. It ain't going to last forever. Just know that, because I know a guy. Thought it was going to last forever. He was a good guy when I was going through that system. And he committed suicide, and there's no point of. He had a good life. It was as soon as he got out, he was going to be able to be back on top. He said he had a good business, and he had a nice home, and he was losing this and losing that. And I just knew, man, you get out, eventually you'll be able to restart. Just keep it positive, change your ways. But you know how it is. Some people just can't change their ways. Some people just can't keep the straight and narrow enough. Some people can't keep the straight and narrow at all. Period. Really. Some of them are period, like at all or whatever. Some of them are disgustingly periods and whatever. And periods get wiped up and disposed of. All right, and we'll keep it at that or whatever. But you look at these ones. We got some all-star prisoners right here doing some great road work. I like the look of dandelions, but I guess they cut those right there. And so they got some great guys that see, and they're changing their ways, and they'll be out before they know it, and they'll be making big money in the world and all that. And that will be like a life experience they'll have so much laughter about. Some people never make it out of jail, though. Some people are slaves, and they never had no other way. They don't know no another way. Some people just been the rootin' tootin' guy ever since they was born. And things of that nature. What's this, a casket? Is that a fellow prisoner that died, or? Yeah, but prison's not all just men, there's women too. Yeah, I think that's about it. About chain gang, I mean, yeah, I don't like to promote that one. I like to look at like actual like cool things like bike chains and stuff. I don't want to be a part. I don't want to be in no chains. I thought we learned all the history. Look at this. Like there's history about it from a long time ago. Captain Croker horror stricken at Algiers. Sometimes you're born like this. Sometimes you're born like that. On that side or this, whatever, and all that. But sometimes you're born on this side and you go off and you end up on this side. Then you figure it out and you go back to this side, and maybe you just weren't presentable enough to be one of these guys. You had to be someone that they're protecting or whatever instead. Or yeah, something like that happens all the time. And then sometimes you're born as one of these guys with this fate. Believe it or not, you can end up like one of these guys too, one of these officials or whatever. And but you started out from like slavery and worse conditions. So that's the freedom of our society. Is not it doesn't That's what they say. It doesn't matter where you started, you can end up anywhere. But as long as that person's not doing anything bad though under the law or whatever, like I said, they could end up, returning and being protected. Maybe they never lost any protection at all. You what's this? Guys sweeping the street with chains and balls. So someone figured out if I take a chain and I take a ball and I put it to this one guy, he'll let me do it pretty much. I could have him doing a white um, brushing the floor and all that just with the simple technology of a chain and a ball. And a guy having enough confidence of grabbing the guy and saying, no, you're putting on the chain and you're putting on the ball. Okay. But usually, there's a law. There's a law to a certain extent. But that's the thing of it. But those people figured that out a long time ago. But they always knew it too. And then it's the inevitable. No matter if you know it, sometimes you could be the smartest person in the world. You knew about the chain and the ball from the get go, but it don't matter. You didn't have the money to buy the chain and ball. You didn't have the support of having the chain and balls and attaching people to it. It's more than just the chain and ball.